Hey guys, it's me, Gabriel of the Wolfpack here with your morning boost about the means and the end. Because I was talking about this last night, and if you make the body the means, like the things of the body, having to have a job, having to do the X, Y, and Z, the things of this world, the cares of the world, it will always lead to attack, and it's always going to be depressing. You're never going to be satisfied because it's trying to seek after a solution, an answer. You're trying to learn something that has no real end. It doesn't really lead to anywhere. And that can be really depressing because think about like if you were trying to learn something and there's no way of being able to successfully do it, given like these impossible problems, it'd be pretty frustrating. And yet when we make our basis about just seeking after the body, that's when we become depressed because we feel our lives are nothing more than whatever that may be. And what's more is none of this stuff matters essentially. So you're trying to seek after stuff that at its core is irrelevant. So you're seeking after an irrelevant goal. And that's not good, y'all. Because we fail to recognize that the things of the body are but the means for the spiritual end. So as such, it's really important to not make it about, oh, I have to have X, Y, and Z for its own sake, which often happens, and you have to check yourself, and you can know whether that's the case or not, because sometimes we look and say, oh yeah, I'm seeking this for a spiritual end, but then you're ending up attacking and getting angry and getting depressed, and if that's the case, well, you maybe need to check yourself, because with all this, the end should be, in a sense, I mean, different verbiage for different people, but in a sense, being able to seek the face of Christ in all, and seek nothing else. And to do so requires that you be forgiving, loving, and not attacking, seeking no joy, recognizing that no joy will come from attack, from seeing the body as a means of attack, nor will you get what you want, and recognizing that. And also establishing that, think of it like this. If you wanted, this is how you can tell the difference. You might say, oh, I want a Lamborghini or some fancy car. I just say Lamborghini because it's a pretty well-known fancy car. So you say you don't want that. That car has become the end. And even if you hope for it really badly, I can just about guarantee you're not going to get it just because you hope for it. Then that's the thing. We often put our hope in the wrong places. So it's understandable that our hopes would be unfulfilled because you're seeking after that which cannot fulfill, cannot satisfy. So with that being the case then, let's say then, okay, fine. You said, I want to be able to help reach people more and help provide a means to be able to, help people out. I don't know. I mean, that's what a car can help. You could go to like places to help people. You can now have that as an opportunity to help have discussions with people because you can go to places. I don't know. Plus the reasons. The point is now, see, if you make an emphasis upon the means of how it has to happen, what's going to happen then is now you're starting to make the body the end and not the means, and it's a confusion of purposes, because using the body as a means to work through it but not in it establishes communication, because this is a place where communication can happen, and that's the biggest thing, to seek after a life that can lead to communication, because it can't be with attack. But what happens is that when we make the body the end and not the means, it all too often ends up in attack or depression or fear, or just none of these positive energies that is associated with God and following in that way. So really, that's why it's imperative to cast your cares to Him. Not to be careless, not to be too careful, but to just simply cast your cares to Him because He careth for you. And to also be willing to sometimes to be able to step aside from your needs, recognizing that the Holy Spirit, He has already fulfilled all of them. And because of that, we don't need to attack our brother. Because if we don't get it or we don't have it, then it's simply because the Holy Spirit recognized that it would not lead us to the light, to be able to experience more of that light perception. Because that's where we're at. Because none of the stuff in this world is your inheritance. You are worth far more than these meager trinkets. Let me tell you. Oh yeah. So I hope this has helped, as per usual. And yeah, let's put our hope in the right things, folks. Let's seek the body as the means to work through it to that glorious end, to the brighter tomorrow, being able to see the face of Christ and all. Okay, I'll see you guys.